Oh, hey, YouTube. Didn't see you there. Oh, YouTube, hey! YouTube. Hello. Okay, so today, I want to show you guys my gaming rig that I built just to give you an idea on how you can build a pretty high-end PC on a low budget that'll run like Far Cry on high with the post FX off, at least, because I want a fucking blurry ass everybody. Anyway, let me just show you. Okay, so first off, I've got my Thermaltake MSI Snow Edition case. It was like a $40 case. It's pretty sweet. It's got a side window to see all your high-end components here. Just let me turn this on real fast. Oh yes, pretty LEDs. Here, let me show you just how it glows. Oh, it's beautiful. Now this front blue here, this right here, is that's a fan I put in, and I don't know if you can hear it, but that's the loud fan. Otherwise, it's a fairly quiet case. It runs nice and quiet and pretty. Okay. Let me just go ahead and take off the side panel. Let me show you the inside. Alright, so here's the inside of my rig. What we've got here is a 500 watt Stallion, Roswell Stallion power supply. You know, this whole system runs at about 280 watts. So this power supply will be ample enough for you to like overclock and do whatever you need to with it. It comes with a lot of connectors. Like a lot of connectors. More than I thought for just this little 500 watt motherboard. They're all kind of shoved in back behind there because cable management on this case is slim. You know, it does try to give you cable management, but it's just not a whole lot. Yes, I'm using my phone as a flashlight. Alright, anyway. Now that we can get over my ghetto-ness, what we've got here is my XFX R7750 HD card, video card, yeah. And it's got 2 gigs DDR3, and you know it's a pretty nice little card for $114. It runs Far Cry 3 on high with the post FX down all the way because all post FX does is blur, and it's just, it takes a lot of power to run the post FX. It's not fun, and I don't even think it makes the game look good. It just kind of like blurs everything while you're moving, which is lame. And for my motherboard, I've got a MSI 970A G43 board, and it's got 4 RAM slots that can support up to 32 gigs of RAM, and it does do dual channel. It's got 2 PCI slots, so the card's on one, and then there's one underneath of here. Here, hold on, let me get my flashlight back up. See, the other blue little bracket, that's the other PCIe port. You know, not PCIe, but PCIe by 16 slot. So you can put it on. It is a AMD Crossfire or SLI ready, so that's always a fun board. My only issue with this is that this Northbridge right here gets rather toasty. It gets really hot, so if you can put some kind of home cooler on it, I would. I'm lazy, so I won't. And also, I just don't have the know-how to throw a cooler on there. Right now I've got some, here, just let me take it out, Kingston. I've got a Kingston HyperX Red Blue series 4 gig stick of RAM. It's decent RAM. I don't want to say, that I had to use the Microsoft rating system to figure out what the calculations per second were, but I did, and it rated it at a 7.3, which is pretty sweet. Hold on, just let me. Okay, you know what? I'll put that in a little bit. Just come here, RAM. Okay, I'll put that back in a sec. This CPU cooler. It's a decent little cooler. It's got 4 little copper pipes running through it, and it disperses heat pretty well. Not a whole lot better than like stock cooling would do for you, but it's a nice little CPU. It keeps my CPU at about 54 degrees Celsius just idle, and 58 degrees overclocked, and then about 64 to 65 degrees under a load. So it keeps it cool enough. And then this case, the MSI Snow Edition, as I said earlier, it supports 4 fans. Up top, see, this actually isn't a fan. Technically a case fan vent, even though it's got little screw holes. So I mean, it's not technically listed on the specs as one, but you can put another fan there if you need to. The only thing is that you're really not gonna have a whole lot of room. There's like an inch maybe of clearance between the CPU cooler and the top vent. And over here, the memory brackets get in the way of this top one, so I wasn't able to install a fan up there, but you can install a 120mm fan right up here in the front, which is nice. People said it couldn't be done, but it can. And in order to take the front off to do that, you need to take off these little screws. There's 2 on each side, and it has toolless HDD mounts, 3 1/4 inch drive bays. That's always nice. And then it's got 3 5.5 inch drive bays, so you can put like a DVD drive right here, or right there, in those 3 slots. Shut up, you know what I mean? Yeah, YouTube. And that's pretty much my computer. It's a nice little system. It runs my Far Cry 3. It runs Minecraft. Yeah, at a solid 100 to 125 frames per second. And yeah, it's a pretty slick little machine. If you're interested in more of this, subscribe, and I will be doing casting on like Minecraft and Far Cry, some Let's Plays, and anything else I get in the future. Oh, and check out the Steam Summer Sale, guys. Everything's like too fucking. Alright, and real fast before I go, there's 2 other things I'm sure you guys want to know. The CPU is a AMD FX 4100 Zambezi quad core. It clocks at 3.6 gigahertz. And the video card supports up to 5 displays. 5 for my little $114 card. I like it. Alright.